One of the two essential exercises in the first phase of our work together is a work biography. This is a conversation in which I will interview you about significant professional experiences that have become part of your work identity, how you see the world, right? How you think of what it means to be a professional or a worker in the world, and how you fit into that worldview. Because all of us are informed by our past experiences, and our past experiences are quirky and distinctive and unique, and they are accumulated over time, right? So we have the first ones when we are young, and then we build on those, and we are constructing a story about the world. Most people haven't sort of re-looked at that and gone, what did these formative experiences tell me? Or what impressions did I take about myself and about what the working world was? So a work biography, we are going to go back and, I have had clients say, I want to tell you about a bread baking business I started when I was 10. And others have said, no, I think I want to start after college, right? So I don't know where or which stories are going to be the ones that matter in your life, but this is expansive, and we are really trying to construct how your identity has formed vis-a-vis your ideas of yourself at work. But I will ask you for each significant experience how you got the job, what you were hired to do, what responsibilities you had, what your biggest achievement was, how you remember the proud moment or the thing that you felt best about, what your lowest moment was in that experience, who knew your work best and what they would tell me about you as a worker, and why you left. We will move sequentially through your significant work experiences. If you have been in one place for a long time, we may look at chapters within that organization, or major projects or responsibilities. We may also look at civic engagements. You weren't necessarily paid, but if you were on a board or a member of a committee, or you had a substantial side project that gave you the chance to collaborate with others and do hard things, that is going to form part of your sense of, what are you bringing to the table, and how do you show up when it's time to get things done. This, again, is not really a resume conversation. It is an identity conversation that reveals first your sense of how opportunities arise. They have arisen for you. Your frustrations and motivators, right? Like what feels good and what feels demotivating. The relationships that you have formed over time. And your decision making around what you need, what frustrates you, what you want more of. Together, that storytelling will surface a whole lot of things, and I pay attention not only to what positions you've held and what responsibilities you've held, but what kinds of relationships you've built and how you have thought about yourself in organizations. Clients tell me that doing this feels really helpful. They notice patterns in answering these questions sort of sequentially across their life story that they hadn't noticed before, and that it is kind of like having a performance review, but that is, not a quirk of the particular organization that you're in, but that lets you look across your life and look for patterns and opportunities and motivators and superpowers. Combined with the values cards exercise, these two things are the ingredients for a mission brief that we produce together that has a crisp North Star of how you see yourself, what your superpowers are, your motivators, your frustrations, and the environments that suit you best.